Hola, chicas. Welcome to Encuentras Your Voice podcast. As we wrap up this glorious month of June, Pride Month, the start of summer, and now in full swing for all you Cancer amigas, ready to get your vibes blazing. I'm your host, Consuelo Crosby, here with you every Wednesday at 5 p.m. sunny California Pacific Coast time, introducing you to your next best amiga, sharing her journey to self-love, embracing her cultural identity, and celebrating her authenticity in the cultura. Today is our 15-minute Pod Club episode, when we chat about the priceless gems that were discovered from our fabulous guests during their full-length episode. It gives us a chance to learn life lessons and ideas from amazing mujeres that may be exactly what you needed to hear to live your life to the fullest, to feel seen, understood, and cherished. It's those small moments that can really change your life. This month has been a powerful expression of love by all three of our June ladies from different points of view and different outcomes, but all ultimately teaching us the power of self-love, both for ourselves and those around us. Self-love starts with a seemingly small action of loving ourselves first and jumping into the world with joy. And that jump, that freedom, goes on to create ripples and waves of positivity that keep returning love and joy back to us. And what's most enticing about our Pod Club episodes is that you may not think that you can relate to our guests, or that you understood already what they were talking about. And yet, 1,000% positive chance that you need to hear these gems to settle something inside. And the beauty of it all is this is just their story. It's not a lesson, a sale, a pitch. This is just like sitting in a comfy sofa with someone who totally understands what it's like to be raised in the cultura. And she's sharing her ideas with you. She could be your next best friend. No expectations, no demands, nothing but love. You don't know you have to hear it until you do. And then you can't unhear it. The best way to heal, to get refueled and start living your best life. Like Jessica Ruiz from last week's full-length episode. Peruana, born in the Bronx, whose career as a mental health therapist is fueled by her love of helping people. And as taxing and difficult as that career may be, Jessica still is inspired to have started her own business, Latina Relationship Coach, where she works with women to discover the love of their life, the partner they've always been looking for, and may be on the edge of giving up hope. Now, this is one of those examples I'm talking about. Thinking you may have your life together, so you can wait listening to Jessica until later to find out who she is, what she's all about. You may have no need for a relationship coach. You may have found your life partner or are so happy where you're at, you don't think something else can be added. You may assume there's not much more to learn. For me, I'm happily married. My girls are married. We all have children to keep our family growing. And still, admittedly, I wanted to talk to Jessica because she's Peruana. And a relationship coach I'd never experienced before, so I thought, what is this going to be like? And yet, there was something she said that instantly made me sit up straight and lean in to hear more. It was like a trigger, a good trigger, one that you need to hear even though you know it already. In the episode, Jessica was going through all the rough parts that we may go through, finding the loves of our lives, the one that we know is perfect for us. And admittedly, like she said, we have to go through a lot of frogs. Still, I think the best line ever, given by one of our guests on the podcast. But it was this line coming not the one about frogs, that had me sit up in gratitude for her sharing her thoughts. When she was talking about these frustrations and how we may start giving up hope, may stop believing in ourselves, she said this: "You didn't do anything wrong. It's just that the other person didn't want the same thing as you do. You have to do what's best for you." Let that wash over you. You have to do what's best for you. It's an obvious statement when it comes to being that strong, independent woman we strive to be. We're learning to unwind our cultural norms, unlearn the toxic gender barriers here in the US, to become those free thinkers, to break down barriers and do what's best for us individually, always wrapped up in love. And yet, how often do we really go through with doing what's best for us? Do you make decisions that are truly best for you in all situations, not just relative to your partner choice? We'd like to think so, but then we may find ourselves in situations like a job we absolutely hate going to, or a toxic environment we keep entering in order to be nice, or putting up with a lower salary because we won't speak up, or getting on social media at the cost of staying present because we don't want to lose people's attention. You have to do what's best for you. That simple sentence was like electricity going through all the parts of my life, striking them, highlighting them, asking, is this what's best for you? But what about this over here? Is this really what you want? It's a line I can't unhear. It's a simple phrase uttered in a completely different context that will stay with me for life. Because no one has ever said it to me directly like Jessica did. And it's one thing to know something is true, to believe in it, to really feel it. But it is a whole other power to have a voice wash over you and give you permission to put yourself first. It's the invitation to act in self-love, to prioritize yourself without qualifying or defending your choices. The love that ensures you are taken care of in a way that often only you will know. In that moment, in that scenario, it's the voice saying to do what's best for you no matter what. You don't have to be listening to the niche topics of finance, relationship, exercise, nutrition to embrace self-love. But it's not always easy either, is it? We may not know what's best for us or feel that we are worthy of love. Our souls may be asking for something that is too scary to go after or too unknown to even approach. After all, how can we do what's best for us if we have never done it before? I hear you. Life isn't just a routine of questions and answers. It's not a task list to check off to get to the end. Life is best surrounded by people who want the best for you, who believe in living that full life with joy in any moment and with solace when pain hits home, and ultimately with embrace, those warm, kind, loving abrazos when life gets too hard. You aren't alone in life. You're not alone in this world. You alone don't have to have all the answers, even one as intimate as what's best for you. And if a total stranger from around the world can gently stand by your side and remind you, you didn't do anything wrong. It's just that the other person didn't want the same thing as you. You have to do what's best for you. Then you know there are people out there People like Jessica Ruiz, who have faith in you, who want the best for you, and are loving you even before they've met you. It's all about the love and the power it has to ripple out in the masses and wash over anyone in its path, ultimately rebounding to you and washing over you in a love greater than you even started with. You may not need a relationship coach, but you always need someone reminding you to love yourself and to do what's best for you. You can reach out to Jessica Ruiz at her website at latinarelationshipcoach.com and on her Instagram at Latina Relationship Coach. Let's keep this love going all year long, ladies. And if you ever want anyone to talk to, reach out to me at Encuentras Your Voice. Step into your truth, ladies. Ciao.
We love that you have subscribed to this podcast and continue to champion women who understand the life of all things Latina. Be sure to follow and subscribe to the Encuentras Your Voice podcast so you don't miss a single episode. They will automatically drop into your listening device each week. And we'd really, really appreciate if you take a moment to add to the reviews that we already have. Tell us what you like, tell us what you're hoping to hear, and we will get there. Share this with your friends and family to help us grow our comunidad, and keep following us on our social media. To Encuentras Your Voice, we are so grateful to you for helping us grow this community and would love to learn of all the amazing Latinas who you know are creating the world we thrive in. So reach out to me on social media at Encuentras Your Voice, and let's keep leaning into our authenticity in pride. Help us make Encuentras Your Voice the place where you are 100% represented.